carnivore side effects that no one talks about and how to handle them.
I'm a pastor, an entrepreneur, a world traveler, and a martial artist. But most importantly, I'm a devoted husband and dad with an amazing family. And the older I get, the more I realize the importance of being healthy so that I can be all that I can and should for my family. I haven't always been healthy though. In fact, I've struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But in recent years, I found some great success in my weight loss and fitness journey living a lower carbohydrate lifestyle, particularly that of the keto and carnivore variety. Follow me on my journey as I continue to explore and share the benefits of living the low-carb lifestyle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into a big one, right? We're talking about the carnivore diet, and more specifically, we're talking about the side effects of the carnivore diet that nobody wants to talk about. We're not talking about the sexy stuff, not the I lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks stuff. No, we're talking about the weird, the uncomfortable, and the surprising side effects that pretty much hit every single beginner, and more importantly, let's talk about how we can fix them and fast. Because the truth is, yes, carnivore can change your life, but the transition can be rough if you're not prepared. So let's go ahead and break it all down, shall we? All right, so here's the deal. When you go zero carb, high fat, all meat, your body goes through a major internal rewire. All right, we're talking about hormones shifting, we're talking about electrolytes flushing out, your digestion can change, your appetite will go a little bit crazy in both directions, by the way. Yeah, these side effects, they're normal, okay? And most importantly, they're temporary. That is, if you know what to expect. So here are the top carnivore side effects that nobody warns you about, and here's what you can do about each one. Side effect number 1, digestive changes, aka, where did my poop go? Yeah, we're going there. Everyone does, but nobody wants to talk about it, okay? Here's the truth. When you remove fiber, vegetables, and plant matter, your digestion becomes way more efficient. So what happens then? Well, fewer bowel movements. Sometimes smaller amounts. Sometimes even a little bit of constipation. Other times it could be diarrhea in the first week or so. It really just depends, right? But here's how you fix it. You add more fat because it acts like a natural lubrication. You can also increase electrolytes, sodium and magnesium especially. And most importantly, give it time. Again, your gut needs time to adjust. This is the most common side effect, but really I believe it's the easiest to fix. Side effect number 2, electrolyte drop. Right? In other words, headaches, fatigue, and dizziness. This is where it comes from. When you cut carbs, your insulin will drop, and that's a good thing. But when insulin drops, your kidneys will also flush out sodium, and as we've talked about before, it can flush it out rather quickly. And when sodium goes, potassium and magnesium, well, they go with it. So what's the result of that? Well, that's where headaches come in, right? Also muscle cramps, and even a little bit of lightheadedness. Perhaps you've also heard of something in the past called the keto flu. This is related to that as well. You can feel a little bit tired, you can feel a little bit weak in the first week or so, but here's how you fix it. Add more salt to your diet, right? We're talking about 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt per day. You can drink electrolytes if you want them ready-made. I like the LMNT brand. I'll put a link in the description if you want to find out how you can get your free box. But you can also eat more fatty meat. Also, magnesium glycinate will help as well. But fixing electrolytes makes carnivore 10 times easier, no doubt about it. Side effect number 3, appetite swings. Why am I starving? Maybe you've asked yourself that. This is what we're talking about here. Some days you'll feel like you could maybe eat a whole cow. Other days, it's like zero appetite, both of which are totally normal. Your hunger hormones are essentially recalibrating. So here's how you fix it. You eat until full, right? Do not undereat. Do not do that. And then also focus on fatty meat, ribeye, beef, eggs, bacon, and don't try to diet and restrict calories early on, right? In this case, your appetite will level out once your body becomes fat adapted, and when it does, you'll know it and you'll feel great. Side effect number 4, mood swings, also known as severe irritability. Okay, look, carbs are gone, sugar is gone, snacking is gone, and when that happens, yeah, your brain is basically like, hey, where's my dopamine hit, right? Where's my little shot of happiness? And when that happens, that can create irritability, also some cravings, little bit of hangriness, maybe even a low mood. And a lot of people also experience some brain fog in the first couple weeks. Well, here's how you fix it. You can eat more frequently, especially in the first week or so, all right? And make sure that you increase the fat for stable energy. And as we've also talked about before, again, do not skip electrolytes. And here's where you really want to make an effort to focus and prioritize sleep. Once your brain switches to fat for fuel, then the clarity will kick in, and it does so rather hard. Side effect number 5, increased thirst. Increased thirst. Now, you may be shocked at how thirsty you get. And this is actually good because it's a good indicator that your body is dumping inflammation, water retention, and the old stored glycogen. So here's how you fix that. Drink more water. But as always, do not just drink water without pairing it with some salt. You want to aim for 1 to 2 element style servings per day if needed. Just remember that hydration plus salt equals stable energy. Side effect number 6, carnivore breath. Yes, this is a real thing. Keto, a lot of keto people experience this as well, but it's kind of got a metal taste to it, right? Your tongue kind of feels weird, your breath changes. Don't worry about it, right? This is a sign that you're producing ketones, especially during this adaptation phase. So here's how you fix it. It's very simple. You want to maybe brush a little more than you have. You want to scrape your tongue. Again, stay hydrated and increase fat. Often that'll fix the metallic taste. It usually disappears once you fully adapt. And in this case, I'm okay with you having a sugar-free mint once in a while, right? Maybe chew some gum. Side effect number 7, better sleep after rough nights, right? A lot of people struggle with this, myself included. I've got a sleep disorder, as I've told you before. But when you're just kind of waking up in the middle of the night for no reason, 1 to 3 a.m., maybe you have some restlessness, maybe some shallow sleep. Well, this is temporary and it's tied to cortisol resetting. So here's how you fix it. Again, drink some water before bed, load up and hydrate with salt. I like to do that. But you can also eat a super fatty filling dinner, right? When you're full, you'll sleep better. And you can also keep carbs out because they spike nighttime wake-ups. But again, once you're adapted, your sleep becomes much better. You'll have some deep sleep. You'll wake up feeling refreshed, and it's amazing. All right, let me go ahead and give you some final thoughts. I want you to remember first and foremost that these side effects are not signs that carnivore is hurting you. They're simply signs and indications that your body is shifting fuel sources. We're talking about healing inflammation. We're talking about stabilizing hormones. All of these things are normal, they're temporary, and ultimately they're good because they're fixable, right? Just remember that if you push through this phase, then carnivore becomes one of the absolute easiest and clearest, highest energy lifestyles that you've ever tried. And I'm willing to stand by that, and a lot of people who've been on the carnivore lifestyle will stand by that as well. There you have it, my friends. I hope that this video helped. If it did, please hit the like button and also subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more hot new content, carnivore style that I got coming for you. And drop a comment. Please tell me which side effect hit you the hardest, right? I try to reply and acknowledge every single comment, so I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Take care.